Have you been involved in any type of trade talk, information-wise, background-wise, with Pierre today?
No, whenever he's got something he needs to tell me or ask me or whatever, I'm available. But really, they're doing their thing there. I mean, Pierre's working extremely hard at his job, and I trust him for everything that he needs to be done. He's going to do the right thing, and they got the whole scouting staff there, so they don't need me in there. It's just we're there just in case there's information and getting ready for things. But right now, it's we're just there.
Is it a normal trade deadline deal for practice not to be on the ice, just in case they question?
Yeah, it's because the practice wasn't here. Remember, it was down there. So if it was here, I would have been on the ice. Yeah, it's just because you're close to down there, you're far away, and if you need information, it's a little far.
When you're playing that game on Saturday, do you look around and wonder if?
No.
Not at all.
No, I didn't let myself do that. The goal was to win the game, and I'll be honest with you, I'm ready for anything, and at the same time, I'm ready for nothing, and that's where we coach the players we've got, and right now I've got my plan for tomorrow with the players we've got, and that's how I act. If I act differently, then I'm not doing my job.
Have you found out anything about Matt Duchene that you didn't know? I mean, you knew he was a good player, but just in the last 4 months, have you learned things about him?
Well, I coached him before with Team Canada, so I knew him personally. I knew he was a good kid. I knew that. I knew he's very dedicated to what he does, and he's here early. He leaves late. Like, he's always almost the last guy to come off the ice. He works extremely hard. His work ethic is outstanding. I've said it since the beginning. I like the fact that he's a force-in player. Like, his offense comes from top circle down. He can get breaks and breakaways and all that. We know he's good at that, but really his biggest strength is top circle down. He can have guys on his back and still force himself inside those face-off dots, get to the net. You can see how agile he is, but I think I like the fact that defensively and offensively, you see how strong he is. It's pretty impressive to see, like, at his size, to be able to have guys try to go at him and they fall, and he in his zone. I love the fact that he's hard down low. He's able to push guys off the puck, box out, and then merely in the offensive zone. I mean, it's small, short game is outstanding. But like I say, to have that kind of skill and to be tough enough at that size to be able to force yourself inside those dots and pay the price in there with and without the puck, I think it's outstanding, and that's what we've seen, really. So what you've seen is a guy coming in, probably have to empty, and that's what happened probably the first month, is try to move on from the situation he was in before. I think mentally trying to empty things from the past, and being in the moment was really the #1 thing that needed to happen. That's what happened after a while. He was in the moment. It wasn't just figuring out how we play and all that, who he would play with. There's a lot of it was about freeing your mind before moving on, and that's what happened. So since then, as you can see, there's been great consistency, and he's brought exactly what we were hoping he would bring. So I'm more than happy to have him play like that every night, and I think it's a treat for the fans. He's exciting every game. There's always something that he's got up his sleeve. So right now, it's exactly what we were looking for. So I mean, we always said it. There's a short-term part to it, but we've always looked long-term with him. And right now, he's definitely proving what we gambled on for sure. Oui, mais je veux dire, écoute, comme on dit tout le temps, là, nos jeunes, on en prend soin. On veut donner le bon temps de glace. Fait que, dépendamment des matchs, il y a des matchs où ça va super bien, puis on n'a pas de problème, là, on va le laisser aller. Mais il y a d'autres moments donnés, quand on voit que c'est trop difficile, à un moment donné, là, plutôt que de laisser le jeune s'étouffer là, avec trop à gérer, soit parce qu'il joue contre les meilleurs joueurs constamment, dépendamment de la force physique des adversaires, tout ça, ben, pour nous autres, c'est important d'avoir différentes possibilités pour lui de le changer d'endroit pour le protéger à mesure qu'il se développe et qu'il avance. Dans les prochaines années, ça va être complètement le contraire. Il va être obligé de gérer les meilleurs joueurs, puis ça on le sait. Mais pour l'instant, on va avancer à bonne vitesse, prudemment. Alors, il va falloir évidemment avoir d'autres joueurs qui vont jouer des fois avec Eric, puis être capable d'avoir différentes possibilités.
Dans les derniers mois, tu as perdu Faneuf, Brassard, où il y a peut-être dans les prochaines minutes, Eric. Comme entraîneur, comment tu gères ça justement, de te retrouver avec peut-être quelques éléments en moins ici la fin de l'année?
On a eu notre équipe, je pense, une fois cette année. Fait que c'est rien de différent de ce qu'on a vu depuis le début de l'année. Fait que la vérité, c'est que il en manque moins là qu'il en manquait dans la plupart de la partie de l'année. Fait que c'est pas une grosse gérance différente de ce qu'on a vu cette année. Alors, je pense que d'ici à la fin de l'année, peu importe c'est quoi notre alignement, on a géré ça toute l'année. Donc, on continue de gérer les pertes ou les blessures ou les manques de la même façon. Ce que ça a permis de faire, par contre, c'est d'aider des gars comme White à se développer en venant ici, puis des gars comme McCormick maintenant qui ont eu la chance de... Alors, tranquillement, avec l'adversité, ça nous a permis de donner de la glace à des Chabot, à des gars comme ça qui finissent finalement par se développer. Ça nous fait mal à court terme, tout ça, ces blessures-là. Mais comme je l'ai dit, un détour, ça ne veut pas dire que tu t'en vas pas encore dans la bonne direction. J'entends pas, excuse-moi. Oui.
À la perspective qui n'est pas transigée, as-tu l'impression qu'au-delà de 15 heures, tu vas avoir un job de bras à faire pour te sentir monter jusqu'à la fin de la saison?
Non, le contraire. Le contraire. Parce qu'une fois que tu sais où ce que tu es, t'as beaucoup de moins de choses dans la tête.
Starting goaltender for tomorrow?
It will be Kondo.
Is this kind of a difficult time? I mean, you guys were so close last year to getting right to the very top, and now less than a year later, it seems like the team's being taken apart slowly. What kind of a feeling does that leave you?
To be honest with you, we've dealt with that a long time ago now. So it's last year, so way gone. I think our tough part was when we got our injuries. Pretty much all at the same time. That month that we had to be on the road for a month and have to battle Barvietsky and Weidman gone, and Eric trying to physically get his mobility and all that back, and then Smitty gone and Bobby gone and all that. That was the toughest moment of the year. But since then, we've got guys in and out, and we've had some good moments. But the tough part, to be honest with you, is not having our team on the ice for pretty much the entire season. And when we did, it lasted 2 games. We were looking great, and all of a sudden, again, we lose some guys. And so I think when you look back for me at where we were, what we wanted to accomplish is develop our quality depth. And I think this year is a perfect example of why we need to do that. Is the minute we're going to have injuries, it can't hurt as much as it did this year. And so I'm looking forward to the future. At whether it's Whites and Shabbats and all these guys that are growing, and the new guys that'll be coming in, to be able to come in and help us get that quality depth. So that we're able to sustain what we can do, even if we do have injuries, like some of the other teams are doing. And because I think that's what it's about. The NHL is about maintaining a level for a long period of time to have a chance to make the playoffs. And that's where my enthusiasm is directed right now. I know we've got a lot of good young guys that are coming. When they're going to be ready, we'll let that happen at the pace that it needs to happen at. But it's very positive in that respect, looking forward. So for me, I just look at last year being one step towards the direction that we still want to take towards winning. And I don't don't think it's a negative thing. It's a tough year, but like I said, if you're going to take a detour to end up in the right place a little later, you still have learned from what we did last year. Absolutely. You still groom players. They're going to be here to try to get there again.